On Wednesdays, I talk about you. I read the letters that you send me to podcast@heatherchauvin.com. And I hear you, I see you, and I know you. I am you. Hey, it's Heather Chauvin, wife, mother of 3 boys, former social worker, breadwinner, recovering hustler, and stage 4 cancer survivor. I'm not a fan of that term, by the way. Beyond all of these titles and labels, I'm a human being, just like you, attempting to navigate it all while feeling good. My goal on this podcast is to show you that you can live an energized, sustainable life, both at home and in your work. It doesn't matter if you stay at home full-time, if you work from home, you're a CEO, a successful business owner, or trying to find some inspiration. On this show, I attempt to keep it real with stories, interviews, and random thoughts. This is not a business or career podcast, and it's not a parenting podcast. It's both and so much more. You will laugh. You may even cry, and you may even get a little frustrated with the truth you've been hiding from yourself. I believe all human behavior is a language, whether it's through your child's behavior, your health, or a relationship. And when we learn to listen instead of react, we begin to understand what it truly means to feel alive and in control. It's time to put your big girl pants on and find your brave. Let's go. Today I wanted to read something from Shannon. She says, "Thank you, Heather, for your mini-series. It came at a perfect time for me. I started listening to your podcast a couple of years ago. I go through phases of listening when I need to be reminded of the lessons you teach. I've been in a job that I chose from a very young age because I thought if I achieved the goal of being a successful lawyer, I would finally be enough. It didn't go as you probably already knew. It didn't work as you probably already knew. So I am continuously transforming my work to get to a place where I feel ease and like I am bringing something valuable to the table. The transition has been long and I get sidetracked all the time. I was on a sidetrack when your mini-series came out. I have a bad habit of overcommitting when I feel good and then regretting it when I feel tired and overwhelmed. Prioritizing rest is a challenge for me. And when I don't take it, I take away from my family and myself. I almost feel like I was willed this pause in my world. Of course, I didn't want a pandemic, but I most certainly needed an out of my crazy, overscheduled life. I am so grateful for this time to reflect. Now my task is to go back to normality, without ending up where I started again, with an overflown plate to obligations I committed to. I am a lawyer, a mom of twins, and trying to be a recovering hustler, and you really helped me with that. My theme right now seems to be comparison to others. I am constantly having to remind myself to stay in my own lane and not compare myself to how or what others are doing. I am overly concerned with how I measure up on other measuring sticks, and this is causing me serious anxiety. Many thanks to you in regularly helping me shift my mindset." Thank you, Shannon. So I hear you, and I've decided that on Wednesdays I'm going to be sharing words from the community. And you can just send me anything you want. Send me a letter, send me a story, send me an aha moment. It doesn't have to be from the podcast. I don't need the praise. I just want to know about you. It could be your shit show. How are you doing inside of this pandemic? And if it's great, share your wins. And if you want to use a different name, then just sign it with a different name. And share your struggles. So all you have to do is, I don't know why I'm saying so many times. All you have to do is share your letter at support@heatherchauvin.com or podcast@heatherchauvin.com. So just email us and it will get to my inbox, and then I will pick one and share. And the intention is never to give advice. That's the space for Q&A. But words from the community is just to be heard. I think we need to share our stories more. We need to be heard and seen and really understand ourselves on a deeper level. So I want to be able to give you the space to do so. And I truly appreciate it. It means the world to me to know that you're listening and that you have stories too. And I want to hear them. So send them my way.